Hello and welcome to this week's The Positive Habit, Anxiety-Free, Stress-Free. I hope you are well and having a really good summer. You could be in some exotic location as you watch this. So many people are away and coming and going, and it's that time of year. So this week, what I want to talk about is the ability that we have to hold two things in our awareness at one time. And I often talk about this in my clinical practice with obviously my clients. And what I am doing is really trying to help them to see how it's okay to have sort of some anxiety or stress, to hold that in your awareness and for it to be there, but for it not to take over. So the anxiety and the stress is quite often rooted in our sort of fight or flight, the reptilian brain. And I like to think of it as that little place at the base of your brain and spine, just in that little sort of, there's a hollow part of the neck. And if you think that if you are feeling overwhelmed or a little bit stressed, anxious, whatever it may be, and you sort of allow it to kind of visualize it just going to that little space at the back, because what we want to do is keep it small. We don't want it to take over, because when it takes over, it can be so debilitating. We can't think clearly, we can't focus, and we start to suffer all of the physical effects of anxiety. And as you may know, there are so many in terms of what it does to the body. There is literally nothing more exhausting or painful than an emotional pain. So the idea is to keep that little bit of negativity at the very back of your awareness. And following on from what I spoke about last week, which is the positive plunge technique, the idea of keeping the positive very much at the front of your awareness. The real sort of skill is to realize that there are two things there and that it's okay for the negative to be there. You don't need to sort of wish it to be gone or to let it hijack the brain, but a simple awareness that it is present allows it to then start to ease and to soften. And that goes back to a lot of the work that I've spoken about earlier in this series, which is of course connected to do with acceptance. So if you haven't seen those videos, I do recommend that you have a look. So just to keep that in mind, the positive is at the front of your brain, which is where the modern part of the brain is, our ability to rationalize, to make decisions, to focus, to concentrate, all at the prefrontal cortex. And then that little bit of negativity, stress, anxiety that we can all have is kept small and at the back. So thank you for watching, and wherever you are, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.